Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Okay, we'll start. Uh, Clear with case number 5?
Yes, but ma'am, voice is not clearly audible.
Voice.
Voice.
My voice.
Yes.
Okay, can you check now?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Do you want more examples on case number 5?
No.
No? Clear? What about
Yes.
homeworks? Solved? Any doubt in that? Tried?
No, ma'am.
Not tried. Okay, is there any problem? Anyone? Or you can solve so that I can move to the next case. Okay, then we'll move to the case number 6. We have seen 5 cases till now. The first case is E. Am I repeating again? So you can be clear with all the cases. So first case is e raised to ax. Second is sine cos. Third is sine hyperbolic cos hyperbolic. Next is polynomial. Yes, and then next is e raised to ax into v. Yes. Now we'll go to the case number 6, that is when f of x is x into v, where v is any function of x. Now lastly we have seen e raised to ax into v, right? Now it is x into v. Okay, so its yp is 1 upon phi d into f of x by definition, right? That is yp is 1 upon phi d into xv, as it is x into v, function is x into v. This is also called, when your function is x into v, it is also called xv rule. This is a rule, you have to remember xv rule. So it is defined as, whenever there is x into v, you must remember two bracket formula, one square one curly. Okay, so in the first bracket x will write first, and in second bracket we'll write v last, x into v, so x here and v last. Okay, in first bracket we'll write minus, and in second bracket into. Okay, so x minus that phi d as it is, and its derivative we'll write it in the numerator, that is phi dash of d. So this is your first bracket, x minus phi dash d upon phi d. And in second bracket, whatever is 1 upon phi d, we'll write it as it is. So 1 upon phi d into v is the second bracket, and this is the formula. If you want to solve this, we have to write this formula, x minus phi dash d upon phi d into 1 upon phi d into v. Okay, for this existence of this, or we can say this rule, this xv rule is applicable only if there are two conditions. Only if first case is power of x is 1. What? Power of x must be n. It should be xv, it should not be x square v, x cube v, x raised to minus 1. Strictly power of x must be 1, it should be x only. Okay, this is the first condition. And second condition is the second bracket, that is 1 upon phi d into v should not be the case of failure. It should not be the case of failure. Means what? Means what?
Zero, not zero.
This denominator should not be equal to 0, right? So two conditions are for XV rule. That is, first is your power of x must be 1, and second is 1 upon 5d into v. It should not be the case of failure. That is, this should not be 0. If it is 0, then we cannot apply XV rule. If power of x is not 1, 2 or something, then also we cannot use XV rule. Okay, for example, if it is d square plus 1y is equal to x sine x. Okay, chalo, we'll solve it. Its general solution is y is yc plus yp. To find yc, we have to consider the auxiliary equation, that is d square is minus 1, that is d is plus minus I, square root of minus 1 minus I. So what is it, yc? Tell me yc.
C1 cos x plus
Yes,
C2
C1
sin x.
cos x plus C2 sin x. Okay, then we'll write yp 1 upon d square plus 1 into x sin x. Okay, now we are here, we have seen all the cases. Whenever it comes where we have no idea, like we are seeing the case number 6 and it comes under 6, that's why 6. Okay, but now if you see the function, you have to identify now which case is this. Okay, we'll start with checking from first case, e raised to x. Is it? No, right? So first case is not there. Second, is it only sine or cos? No, there is x into, right? So second case is also not. Third case is hyperbolic. No, this is not a sine hyperbolic. Fourth is it x raised to something? Yes, there is a function x raised to something, but into sine. So this is also not the polynomial, pure polynomial case, right? Into something is there. Next is it e raised to x into v, fifth case? No. Next is it x into v? Yes, we can see something like that. Power of x is 1 here. First condition is satisfied. Power of x is 1. Right? So if we see, it is xv, power of x is 1, but both the conditions must be satisfied. So what we check here is, here power of x is 1. Power of x is 1. Right? And second, we check, what should we check for second condition? If it is 1 upon 5d xv, we have to check 1 upon 5d v. We have to ignore for x sometime. So 1 upon 5d, that is d square plus 1 into sine x. We have to check whether it is the case of failure or not. Again, now if we see this, this is strictly the sine case. We have to find out the number. Number is 1. Square it. It is 1 and give negative sign.
failure
Sign. Yes.
Failure.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Then it is d square is minus 1 here. So 1 upon minus 1 plus 1, that is 1 upon 0. Case of failure. So second condition does not hold. So can we use XV rule? Can we use
No,
XV
ma'am.
rule? No. XV rule cannot be used. So what should we use then? It is not under any of the cases we have seen, and it is not saying that it is not XV also. Right? It is sixth case. So I told you there are 7 cases. So it might be in the next case. It can be solved by 7th case, and yes, it is solvable by 7th case. Once we see 7th case, you remind me, we'll solve it there. Okay, so this is solvable by next case. Getting? So firstly, we have to check these two conditions. If any one of this is not satisfied, then we can say that this rule is not applicable. Good. Sure, we'll take example now, proper one. Solve. Start solving with me. Solve. d square plus 4y is equal to x sin x. Chalo, start with yc. Its general solution is y is yc plus yp. To find yc, consider the auxiliary equation d square plus 4 is 0. So what are the roots?
Plus or minus 2i.
Yes, plus minus 2i. So what is yc?
C1 cos 2x plus C2 sin 2x.
Yes, c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. Very good. Alpha is 0, so e raised to 0x is 1. Next we go to yp. Yp is 1 upon phi d into into your function, that is x sin x. Okay. Now we'll see and we'll check whether xv rule is applicable or not. So power of x
Yes,
is
yes,
1. Yes, very good. Power of x is 1. First condition holds. Second condition, power of x is 1. Done. First is holds. Second, 1 upon d square plus 4 into sin x. If we'll check, we have to substitute here minus 1. So it will be 1 upon minus 1 plus 4, 3. Right? And it is not the case of failure. So both the condition holds. That's why we can use XV rule. What is the XV rule? I'll write it here again for you. XV rule. So 1 upon pi d XV is equal to
X
x
minus
minus phi dash d
phi dash d
upon
upon phi
into
d
1 upon pi d
phi d
into v.
v.
Right? This is the formula. Now we'll apply here. So our yp becomes, this is extra part for you.
x minus 2d upon d square plus
Yes,
4.
yes, x minus,
2d upon
yes, its derivative. This is your phi d. Write it here as it is phi d. Its derivative here. So its derivative is 2d. Very good. 4 derivative of 4
into
is
sin
0.
x upon d
Yes,
square plus
into
4.
1 upon phi d. Phi d is d square plus 4 as
4
it
into
is
sin x.
into sin x. Good. So just by formula we have to write this. Then while solving, you have to finish this bracket first. Solve this bracket, whatever answer we'll get, and apply on this bracket. That is, we'll
Sin
let,
x by 3.
yes, we'll let this as it is, 2d upon d square plus 4 into, this is the case of sine, that number 1
d
square
square replaced by
1,
minus 1
yes, minus 1, d square we have to replace by minus 1 plus 4 into sine x.
x.
Okay, so
डायरेक्ट मल्टीप्लाई करा मैं मैथ में
yes, directly. Okay, let,
मल्टीप्लाई करा x
yes,
sin x upon 3 ना.
yes, I'll write one more step. D square by 4 into, it is sin x upon
sin x by
3.
3.
Right? So this into this and this into this. Open the bracket. So it is x sin x by 3 minus 2d
Multiplication cancel.
d square plus 4, 1 upon 3, this into this, 1 upon 3 outside into sin x. Okay, so now this is finished, no d in this, but here is d.
Yes.
Yes, so this is the again case of sine, this is constant, so it is x sin x by 3 minus 2 by 3, right? D as it is, we are
Yes.
not going into numerator. In denominator, d square is replaced by minus 1 again. So minus 1 plus 4 into sin x, that is equal to yp is equal to x sin x by 3 minus 2 by 3 into d by 3, 4 minus 1, 3 into sin x. That is,
Derivative of sin
yes,
x.
x sin x by 3 minus 2 by
2 by
9
9 cos x.
derivative of sin x cos x.
Cos
Done.
x.
This is your YP. Finished. Therefore, the general solution is, you should also write this, y is yc c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x plus x sin x by 3 minus 2 by 9 cos x. Done. This is your answer. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, write down next. Then solve d square minus 2d plus 1y is equal to x e raised to x into sin x. Chalo, you should first find yc. I'm waiting. Find out yc. Okay. Got the roots? This will be the solution. So to find yc, consider the auxiliary equation d square minus 2d plus 1 is 0. What are the roots?
1.
1. Okay.
1, ma'am.
1 and
1.
1 and 1. Twice? Yes. Yes. So yc is c1 plus
C1 plus C2x
c2x into e raised to x. Okay. We'll go to yp. Yp is 1 upon 5d d square minus 2d plus 1 x e raised to x into sin x. Okay. Which case is this?
मॅम सिंपल फर्स्ट एक्स रिप्लेस करायचं आणि दोनदा e raised to x आणि पुन्हा sin x चेक करायचं.
Sorry? Sorry.
फर्स्ट x
Huh?
x वेगळं x मायनस
Okay.
पुन्हा नंतर e raised to x sin x घ्यायचं.
Okay. सगळ्या केसेस बघा बरं एकदा डोळ्यासमोर आणा.
मॅम पण मल्टिप्लाय आहे e raised to x आणि sin x मध्ये ते कसं करायचं?
ओके. जर तुम्हाला ई हे जे फंक्शन आहे हे जर संपलं, हे जर बाहेर गेलं, तर त्याला घेऊन चालायचा प्रॉब्लेम राहणार नाहीये. आहे का अशी एखादी केस? Is there any such case so that E can be out and E will not create any problem while solving? Is there any such case?
Fifth case.
Fifth case. Very good. What is that case? E raised to ax into v. V is suppose x sin x. Whatever is v can be any function of x. What my case says? We can easily take out e raised to, right? And whatever d will be d plus a, right? While applying this, after applying this, what will happen is your e part will totally get vanished. We need not to take e ahead, e function ahead, exponential. That part will get over. Now, what is Ganesh might be saying that x v rule. Yes, it is applicable. X into v. You will consider this as v. But what will happen is we have to think for that e again.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So we first apply fifth case and then we'll go to sixth case. Or else it is perfectly fine that we'll apply sixth case directly, x into v. If it is solvable, yes, it is solvable, very good, you can apply directly. But if we think that we'll finish e, that is better. So fifth case we are applying. What is the fifth case? E will come out while coming out, this is e raised to x into v, okay? While coming out, e's power will be added to d. So it is d plus 1 square minus 2 d plus 1 plus 1. And what remained here?
X sin x.
X sin x. Very good. E out and remain function is here. So it is e raised to x into 1 upon d square plus 2d square plus 1 minus 2d minus 2 plus 1 x sin x. 2d minus 2d cancel. 1 plus 1, 2 minus 2 cancel. So it is just. Sometimes it is better that we apply previous knowledge. So it is 1 upon d square x sin x. Now there are two ways, that is we can directly double integrate this term and we'll get the answer, or 1 upon phi d into xv. This is xv rule. We can apply xv rule and we'll get the answer. Okay, we'll apply xv rule for this next.
Integration घेतलं चालत नाही.
Okay, we can take integration, double integration of this term. This is u into v. You can integrate.
नको.
Nako.
नको.
Okay,
लय
no.
मोठं होतं.
We'll apply case only then. Yp is
Yes.
e raised to
X minus
1 upon, let me write again, 1 upon d square into x sin x. Okay, we have to solve this. Now this is xv. For xv you have to check power of x is 1. Very good. And second case is we have to hide x sometime and this should not be 0. Is it 0? 1 upon d square into sin x, that number
No,
is
ma'am.
minus 1. Here it will be
No,
minus.
ma'am.
Yes, so xv is applicable. So it is e raised to x minus phi d, as it is denominator, its derivative in the numerator. What is derivative?
2D.
2d. Yes. First bracket complete. X minus
Sin
phi
x
dash
prime.
d upon phi d into 1 upon phi d, as it is d square into sin x into v only. So e raised to x, 1d cancelled here. X minus 2 by d into, we have to finish this. This is case of sin minus 1. So d square is replaced by minus 1 into sin x. Right? That e is outside as it is. Minus sign, I'll take whole out. So I have given minus sign here. So it is x into sin x minus 2 by d sin x. So it is minus e raised to x sin x minus 2 1 upon d sin x. That is what?
Minus cos x. Minus minus plus 2 sin 2 cos x.
Integration of sin x. Integration of sin is minus cos.
Minus
cos.
Minus minus plus. So it is 2
Plus.
cos x. Done. This is the answer. Yp. Therefore, the general solution is y is equal to yc c1 plus c2 x into e raised to x plus yp minus e raised to x sin x plus 2 cos x is the general solution. Chalo. Solve this next one. Solve. D square minus 1y is equal to x sin x plus 1 plus x square e raised to x. General solution is, you are writing properly. So you have to consider auxiliary equation. D square minus 1 is 0. Find out roots.
Plus or minus 1.
Yes, D is plus 1 and minus 1. You can check on calculator if you want. Go into mode, then equation. and then degree it is 2. A is here 1, B is 0, and C is minus 1. So we get x1 is 1, no Ri, and x2 is minus 1, no Ri. So 1 and minus 1. Good. Therefore, yc is
C1 e raised to x plus C2 e raised to minus x.
very good. Done. This is yc. Okay, we'll go to yp. Just write down yp. 1 upon d square minus 1 x sine x plus 1 plus x square e raised to x. Next step, we can separate as there is addition in between. So yp is 1 upon d square minus 1 x sine x plus 1 upon d square minus 1 e raised to x into 1 plus x square. Okay, there are two different cases. Which are these cases? Can you tell me the cases? First is
Fifth and sixth. Sixth.
First is sixth case, that is XV rule, very good. And second is
Polynomial.
no, not polynomial.
Fifth case.
Fifth case.
E
First,
raised to
before
x.
polynomial there is E also. So that E we have to take out, and after that it will reduce to polynomial. Before it is fifth case, E into V. Right. So how should I go? Should I write YP1, YP2, or should I solve together?
Solve.
Solve. Okay, we'll solve it together then. So this is XV. We can see it is XV, but we have to check whether it is applicable or not. So power of x is
Yes,
1,
it is.
condition satisfied. And secondly, d square we'll have to replace by minus 1. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, not 0. So XV rule is applicable. So we'll go for XV rule here. X minus that 5d as it is, its derivative in the numerator 2d, first bracket complete, into 1 upon 5d as it is, into v. V is sine x. X minus 5d, its derivative in the numerator, into 1 upon 5d as it is, into v. Okay, this is first function. Plus second, e raised to x out, and d will be then
1 plus D plus 1.
yes, d will be t plus 1 square as it is, minus 1,
Brackets.
and here it is just 1 plus x square. Okay, that is yp is equal to, first bracket I'll let as it is, d square minus 1 into, here d square will be replaced by minus 1. So it is 1 upon minus 1 as it is, into sine x, plus e raised to x 1 upon d square plus 2d plus 1 minus 1 into 1 plus x square. That is yp is equal to, here it is minus 2, minus 1, minus 2. Take it out. Minus 1 upon 2 whole I can take out. Then it is just sine x. So x into sine x minus 2d upon d square minus 1 into sine x. Okay, minus 2, 1 upon minus 2, whole thing is out. So it is just sine x into x, x sine x, this into this, 2d upon, okay, plus e raised to x 1 upon plus 1 minus 1 cancels, d square plus 2d into 1 plus x square. Therefore, yp is minus 1 upon 2 x sine x
Plus sin x.
minus,
Plus sin x.
sorry, Okay, okay, you are telling my answer. Okay, here d square, again sign case, d square will replace by minus 1.
minus
So it is minus 2d upon minus 1 minus 1 minus
minus 2
2 sine x.
x
Yes. And here 2 get cancelled, and next step minus minus will be plus. Okay, plus e raised to x. Now this is the polynomial case. For polynomial case, we have to take lowest degree term out. So what should we take out?
2d
2D.
2d, yes. So here it is 1 plus the thing remained as it is upon whatever we have taken out. Am I right? Lowest degree out, there is 1 plus remaining upon whatever is out into 1 plus x square. So here 1d get cancelled. So therefore yp is equal to minus 1 by 2 x sine x minus minus, there it is plus, this minus minus plus, and derivative of sine x is cos x. So plus cos x. Okay, this part is finished. Now this e raised to x upon 2d into, this will go to the numerator with inverse. So it is 1 plus d by 2. 1d is cancelled already. So 1 plus d by 2 inverse into, what is our function? 1 plus x.
1 plus x square.
Okay, that is equal to, therefore yp is minus x by 2 sin x minus cos x by 2, this thing, plus e raised to x by 2d into, now expand this plus minus, so 1,
Minus
yes,
x
minus d by 2 plus
plus
plus d
d
square
by
by
2
4.
square minus
okay
so on. Yes,
no ma'am
am I right or wrong?
into
is
1
is
plus
this
x
step
square.
okay? All right,
Yes,
1 minus
yes.
x plus x square, I will write up to square only, as here it is square, will stop, and plus so on into 1 plus x square. Okay, that is yp is minus x sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2 plus e raised to x by 2d into 1 minus d by 2 plus d square by 4 and minus so on into 1 plus x square, and that so on will get finished here. These much terms only will survive, right? So that is yp is plus e raised to x by 2d into, okay, open it, 1 into 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square minus d by 2 into 1 plus x square plus d square by 4 into 1 plus x square. That is yp is, in this case it could be better that we have written yp1 and yp2. This job might be reduced in such case. So e raised to x by 2d 1 plus x square minus 1 by 2 as it is, derivative of x square, derivative 1 is 0, derivative of x square is 2x plus 1 by 4, double derivative of this term, first derivative is 2x, next is 2. So 2 here cancel, and here is 2. So ip is 1 minus x sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2 plus e raised to x by 2d 1 plus x square minus x plus 1 by 2. That is equal to plus e raised to x by 2d. I'll write as it is again. And one more step, x square minus x, 1 plus 1 by 2. Constants will collect. 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. Okay, this is the term now. So that is equal to plus e raised to x by 2, and 1 upon d is 8 there. So 1 upon d is integration of this term, x cube by 3 minus x square by 2 plus 3x by 2. Done. This is your yp. Therefore, general solution, you can write now the general solution. Okay. Therefore, y is, write your y here and yp here will be the general solution. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Write down next then. Solve d square minus 4y is equal to x sine hyperbolic x. What are roots?
Plus or minus 2.
Yeah, plus or minus 2. 2 and minus 2. So therefore, yc is
C1 e raised to 2x plus
yes.
C2 e raised to minus 2.
Good. Solve yp. Therefore, yp is 1 upon d square minus 4 x into sine hyperbolic x. Can you just check xv rule is applicable or not?
Yes, it is
Yes, it is
applicable.
applicable. X and hyperbolic, so d square will replace here by 1 only. 1 minus 4 is not 0. Yes, it is applicable. So we'll apply directly. That is x minus, here it is pi d as it is. Its a derivative above 2d bracket complete into 1 upon pi d into v sine hyperbolic x. Finish this bracket first. We can see this is the case of hyperbolic. Welcome back. People are joining. 2 minutes. Okay. we'll solve this. So it is equal to x minus 2d upon d square minus 4. Here d square will get replaced by what? 1. Very good. So it is 1 upon 1 minus 4 sine hyperbolic x. So this is minus 3. We can take it out. So minus 1 upon 3. This minus 3 we have taken out. So x minus 2d upon d square minus 4 into sine hyperbolic x. So next step we can multiply. So it is equal to minus 1 by 3 x sine hyperbolic x minus 2d upon d square minus 4 into sine hyperbolic x. That is minus x sine hyperbolic x. Okay, let it outside only. Minus 1 by 3 x sine hyperbolic x minus 2d. Here again it is case of hyperbolic. So d square is replaced by 1 plus 1. So it is 1 minus 3 sine hyperbolic x. Sorry. 1 minus 4. So it is minus 1 by 3 x sine hyperbolic x minus 2d upon minus 3. So it is plus 2 by 3 derivative of sine hyperbolic x. Now I'll take that minus 1 by 3 inside. Minus x sine hyperbolic x by 3 and minus 2 by 9 derivative of sine hyperbolic. It is, yes, this is your yp. Done. Therefore y is yc c1 e raised to 2x c2 e raised to minus 2x plus yp. Is the general solution. Chalo, we'll take one more. We'll solve up to our time, and if it will be unsolved, then you can try at your own. So solve d square plus 2d plus 1 y is equal to x cos x. Find the roots. So the roots are, here a is 1, b is 2, c is 1. So it is minus Calci is showing minus 1. So it is minus 1 and minus 1 twice. Right. Therefore, yc is c1 into e raised to minus 1. Very good. And yp is 1 upon into x cos x. So is x v rule applicable? Is x v rule applicable here? Power of x is 1. 1 upon this. Yes, d square will be minus 1 plus 1 cancel, but there will be 2d. So it is non-zero, therefore applicable. So we'll start up. So what is that? X minus, here it is, in numerator 2d plus 2 derivative into 1 upon 5d d square plus 2d plus 1 into cos x. Okay, we'll start to finish this bracket first. That is equal to x minus 2d plus 2 upon d square plus 2d plus 1 into, here it is cos k, so number is 1, square is 1 and negative sign. So it is 1 upon minus 1 plus 2d plus 1 cos x. Minus 1 plus 1 cancels. So it is x minus 2d plus 2 d square plus 2d plus 1 into 1 upon 2d 1 upon 2d cos x. 1 upon 12, right? And 1 upon d cos x. What is that? Integration of cos x. What is integration? Integration of cos is? Yes. So here it is sin x. Am I right? 1 upon 2 as it is I have written, and 1 upon d cos x is sin x. So sin x upon 2. So this is x sin x by 2 minus 2d plus 2 d square plus 2d plus 1 into sin x by 2. This into this into this. Okay. So it is x sin x by 2 minus 2 I can take common out, 2 into d plus 1 upon d square plus 2d plus 1 sin x by 2. And these two get cancelled. Next, this is the case of sine. So d square will be replaced by minus 1. So it is x sin x by 2 minus d plus 1 as it is upon minus 1 plus 2d plus 1 sin x. If I am getting wrong somewhere, please let me know. Huh? Is okay everything here with sine? D square is replaced by, okay, 2d, 2 is common, 2 cancel, d plus 1, d square is minus 1. Good. So minus 1 plus 1 again cancelled. So it is x sin x by 2 minus d plus 1 by 2d sin x. Okay. So it is x sin x by 2 minus 1 upon 2 as it is, d plus 1 as it is. This is just 1 upon d integration of sine, that is minus cos. So can I write here plus minus minus plus cos. Here it is minus and integration of sine is again minus. So minus minus plus. That is x sin x by 2 plus 1 by 2 d cos x plus 1 cos x. That is x sin x by 2 plus derivative of cos x minus sin plus cos x upon 2. That is x sin x minus sin x plus cos x by 2 is your yp. And then finally just write y is equal to yc plus yp. Write your answer finally. Okay, write some exercise. Solve. Okay, these three are enough. solve them, but okay. Is there any doubt? Anyone? Okay, then should we close? Okay, okay. Bye. Hmm. Oh no, Baba.